So I've been wanting to make this video for quite a while now. It's real basic, real quick. I just want to show you guys if I'm riding my bike around town or if I'm on the road, what tools I've got on me at all times and kind of what bags I'm running. So this is the first one. If you want either of these bags, you can go to Sweatshop Industries. My buddy Jeff and Frankie run that. But this is my favorite bag. This is for, I don't know, all your quick to get to stuff. You know, anything you might need to just pop out at any given moment. Buttons on the back, snaps on the top. It's got two clips, then your little side pocket. I've had this bag for probably like 7 years. This is my favorite one. But second thing I always have is one of these bungee straps. Get them off Amazon or wherever. Super cheap. Even if you don't run it, I'd keep it with you because they come in handy as soon as you got to get anything unorthodox on your sissy bar. Now, here's the big one. So this is my big canvas bag here, also Sweatshop. I've had this one for years. Haven't ripped it yet, so I keep running it. I'm all unpacked as far as clothes and stuff, but I just want to show you guys more of what I got in the tool roll. Here's my tool roll. This goes everywhere. I mean, if I'm going to the store, it's on the bike. If I go to, 500-mile run, it's on the bike. Another thing I always keep a couple extra of these Velcro straps. Also Amazon, or find them anywhere. They're pretty common, but these things come in handy more than you think. So this is really what I want to go over here. This is my tool roll. Like I said, this is always on the bike right here. This isn't like a long haul tool roll. If we're doing a long ride, we'll bring, head gaskets, base gaskets, pretty much full gasket kits, and then an abundance of other extra parts. But this is like a quick fix, get me off the side of the road, back home, and then you can deal with it there. But yeah, let's dig into my tool roll. This tool roll right here, it's got 1, 2, 3 big pockets in it. I keep everything separated so I can find it. This first pocket here, it's gonna have some electrical terminals, just an abundance of them. Shorts happen a lot on these bikes, or wires fray. Got standard set of vice grips there, little baby crescent wrench, and then I've got some needle nose. You can see how hammered these tools are. These have been in there for a long time. But over here, we got a full socket set. So everything's standard, 3/8 drive. Got a couple 1/4 inch options as well for some of the tough to reach bolts. You always want to carry an extension because you don't know when you're going to need that. Pretty basic as far as sockets and stuff, just literally a standard kit. It always stays with the bike. I carry a plug wrench too, just in case, because when you're trying to get in there with a set of vice grips like this, it's not really fun to scrape your whole head up. Second pocket here, we've got a bunch of extra wire. Like I said, shorts happen, wires get snagged, so I always keep extra wire. I don't keep tie wire anymore either, because if I come into a pinch where I need tie wire, this is copper wire, so I'll just strip it and run this to tie whatever I need up. Jet kit. Don't use this one often, but if you start changing elevations a lot on a ride, you're gonna need it. This always stays in my kit as well. This is a little roll up that Harley actually made, and I think this is the most used thing in my whole kit here. This is usually the go-to. It's got enough in there to get you by. Got Torx drivers, double-sided, full Allen set in here. Got a full standard wrench kit. We've got crescent wrench, a little bigger than my Mini, Phillips, flathead, set of vice grips. Those always come in handy. And then zip ties and a good old trusty plug gapper. So this always stays in there. This is, I would say, my most used kit out of all of them. All right, just pulled everything out of the third pocket. It was a little hard to see. So this is used heavily as well. Just another assortment of zip ties. Teflon tape, you gotta have that. And then you always wanna keep your plugs. I keep, well, you can tell that I use these ones now, but I always keep a set of shovel plugs as well as a set of pan head plugs. You don't know who you're riding with, and it's nice to have something if they get stuck. Over here, this is all assorted hardware. You see this is the 3/8 bag, and then I got a 1/4-inch bag and a 5/16 bag, and I keep them in various sizes. Stuff shears, things break, you know, it's nice to always have them. You can see how many miles have been on these bags. But over here, basic grease, little stuff like that. I got a Loctite in here, tire patch, which we never use, but you know, if you need it. Another big thing, these hose clamps, man, I used to carry a lot more of these and I actually need to restock. These are super handy. If you start breaking stuff, or your exhaust pipe snaps in half, or your ignition coil bracket breaks, these are super handy. And I usually carry the big ones too, but I would recommend having multiple of these in there. There's more hardware that's sitting in there. I don't know if you've seen these or not, but I would definitely recommend carrying these in your bag. Nowadays, most people run a braided brake line of some sort, and if you do have an issue with that brake line, you're gonna have a real hard time finding another one. I had this happen going to Mexico a few years ago. I broke the brake line, and it was a nightmare to find somebody who had the replacement so I could, you know, get running again. But these are AN adapter fittings, so it goes AN3 into an inverted flare. What this will do is if you do have a brake line problem, you know, you nip it, overheat, and melt it or whatever, puncture it, you can go to any auto parts store, put this into your disc or into your caliper, and then go straight to an inverted flare hardline. Any auto store has them. This is, I would say, a must-have on your trips. These come in handy everywhere you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as what's in the bag. Other stuff I carry, I mean, I'm sure it's still in the bag. I keep a coil. I always keep a coil and a throwout bearing. That's pretty much what I keep in my bag. We got 3 pockets, each has its own things, different items. I just wanted to show you guys kind of a basic setup that you can take with you that will, you know, help you out if you get in a pinch. So until next week, we'll catch you then.